Ladies, what's the worst ick a guy has ever given you? I 25F, started dating this guy, 32M last year who was a finance bro, but I soon realized he was the biggest mama's boy in the entire world. Ladies, if you know, you know. He was pretty cute, treated me super well, and took me on fancy dates. I thought he seemed really independent and professional, especially because of his job, so that initially attracted me. The first time I visited his apartment, it stank of rotting food. I asked him what the smell was and he said he hadn't had a chance to take the trash out this week. I thought that made sense, since he is a pretty busy guy. But when I went to look at the trash can, it was completely overflowing. Like, garbage flowing out onto the ground. It looked like he gave up on trying to fit stuff into the trash can and just settled for throwing stuff on the ground beside it. It was so bad. I told him I will take it out for him right now. He told me I don't have to do that, because he has someone who cleans for him. I said, oh, I didn't know you had a maid. He said, I don't, my mom cleans after me. I looked at him with a confused expression and he told me not to worry about it. I thought it was weird, but maybe she was visiting and cleaning is just the way she expresses love. The next week I came over and thank God the trash was cleaned. We went to his bedroom and got intimate. In the middle of the deed he called me mommy, but I just assumed it's something that slipped out and ignored it. The next weekend, I came over after we went out to brunch and there was dirty laundry thrown all across his apartment. On his couch, on the floor, and even on the kitchen counter. I asked him why it's such a mess and he said laundry day is tomorrow. So I said, why don't you just keep the clothes in a hamper then? It looks messy in here. He told me I'm being rude and to stop belittling him for how his apartment looks. I just wanted to know why it was always smelly or messy whenever I came over, because if this is how he lives constantly, I might have to rethink our relationship. Before I could even express my concern to him, there's a knock at the door. Are you expecting someone today? I asked. He said yeah, it's just my mom. What? We haven't even been dating that long and I wasn't prepared to meet his mom so soon, especially today. I didn't even have a chance to say anything when he went to answer the door. His mom came in and gave him 5 kisses on the cheek and they embraced each other. I stood in the kitchen awkwardly watching this exchange happen. Then he said, Mom, this is my new girlfriend I told you about. She dryly said hello and went back to asking her son if he had eaten yet because he has been looking so skinny lately and that she could cook him something if he'd like. He declined and she started picking up his dirty laundry. He continued having a conversation with his mother as if I wasn't even there and she kept picking up all of his laundry as if this is a normal common thing to do. She came into the kitchen where I was standing and took his boxers off the counter. She opened them up and sniffed them and said, Pu, these are stinky. You're such a stinky boy. As she walked up to him and pinched his cheeks. At that point I was lost for words. I felt like I was being pranked. Eventually I found a way to speak and asked, so, do you live nearby? His mom said no. Actually about an hour drive, but I have to come at least 3 times a week to take care of my baby, or it would be a pigsty in here. They both laughed and he went to sit on the couch to turn on the TV. I thought we were supposed to be hanging out alone, but I guess it seems like I would be the one third wheeling now. Once she went to put the laundry in the washing machine, she came back into the kitchen and immediately went to start washing his dirty dishes. This was too weird. It just kept going. I confronted him while she was still there and told him it was pretty immature that he can't even take out his own trash, wash his own dishes, or do his own laundry. They both looked at me like I was the crazy one. He told me he doesn't see why I care so much and his mom chimed in and said, you'll understand one day when you have a son. She went up to him and kissed him on his forehead and started stroking his hair. I was done. I told him it was over. There is some weird Alabama stuff going on right now and I don't want to be involved. I took my purse and left. That was the biggest ick and biggest bullet I've ever dodged.